All right, and say I'm live. Gonna put it right behind us today, man. All right. First and foremost, I want to say Yahuwah Hashem Yeshua Baruch Atah. But I just said is our Most High in Christ bless. I also want to say Call Halal Yahuwah Hashem Yeshua, right? Or most all praise to the Most High in the name of the Son. Right? What we do is come out here to let the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans know their true and biblical nationality. We also come out here to teach the truth according to the Bible, man. Right? We got a decent day today, man. We see the spring foliage starting to kick off, man. It's absolutely wonderful, man. We ain't got our winter jackets on today, man. It's starting to get in that season, man. Right? And Lord willing, man, this is gonna be the year, man, that the Lord take this place out. Somebody give me you give me Revelation 18 over here, right? You give me I want to go with Zechariah 14:12, right? But Revelation 18, actually, Elder, give me Matthew 24, right? Because we gotta see, everybody hearing about this hantavirus, man, right? We know what's happening with COVID, right, and all that stuff, man. But now we got the hantavirus, man, right? The Lord is getting ready to get this place out of here, man. 5 years ago, man, we had the coronavirus. Nobody died. But with the hantavirus, all three people who contracted it, man, they died, if I'm not mistaken. Right? It was on the cruise ship, man. Yeah, three people died from this thing. I think, I might be wrong, right? But I'm almost certain that these people died from it. And if they did, excuse my misinformation, look into it. But either way, this is another virus, man, right? And then you seen a lot of people joke about it, ha ha he, right? Oh, the hantavirus hit, man, and it's COVID number 2, man, and all these stream social media people, man, they pretty much just doing their thing, and they making fun of it, man. This ain't no joke, man, right? Because when the Lord starts sending His plagues in the earth, man, who can return it, man? Who can reverse it, man? Right? People still catching COVID, right? Ain't nobody caught COVID before COVID-19 hit the scene. And now, during that time, everybody and their mom had it. You had about 100 deaths, man, right? And the Lord will keep on sending plagues, man. Right? The Lord will keep on sending sicknesses, man. Right? He's going to keep on getting this place, man. Right? And this didn't originate, right? This was on a cruise ship. And it probably was for them to get back. Because you don't know what they feeding you nowadays, man. We're in a period of a famine, man. We don't really know what they're feeding us. They feeding us a bunch of false food, right? And then we thinking we got chicken, man. We might have some damn mouse, man. We thinking we got steak, and we got computer generated protein, man. That's printed with a 3D printer, man. Right? You go into Walmart, you go into Top, man. You get your meat, and it's falling apart, man. It ain't because it's Satanism, man. Right? Give me this Revelation 18. Give me verse 4.
Revelation 18, verse 4.
Bring it out.
And I heard another voice from heaven,
right?
Saying, come out of her. And come out of her, my people.
So the Bible wants us to come out of her, man. Unless you want to get caught with this hantavirus, man. Come out of her. Right, go ahead.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
That we be not partakers of her sins. Right, go ahead.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
See, the Most High is sending the plagues in the earth, man. Right? The Most High is sending these plagues. Right? Whether it's the government that's organizing it, man, and it's all the government agenda and they want to do this, man. Right? It's the Lord that's organizing it, man. Right? The Lord putting the spirit on these people to even do some warfare like that. It might be China, man, that sent a sickness over here, man. They might have put one of their agents on the boat, man, and they had the vaccine for it, man. And then they went on the boat, man, and then they spread the sickness, man. You never know, that might be a weapon of warfare, man. Just how they did bioengineer weapons of warfare, man. Right? That's what they did with the Native Americans. They came over here with the smallpox, right? They gave them blankets. And you know what was happening when they brought us the smallpox? They people was getting affected by it too, man. Black people was on the boats when they was bringing it over here, so we was immune to that. But they weren't, right? The plague is being sent forth in the earth, right? Go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
The Bible say the sins reach unto heaven, man. Right? So this is the Most High is fed up with this place, man. I don't know how true it is, man. But Donald Trump, he actually for next week, I think he set up a a Sabbath, man, honoring the Sabbath, man, from the 15th to the 16th, man. He said that he wished that Americans would honor the Sabbath, right? Which is crazy, because how is something like that even gonna happen, man? He's trying to reverse his sins, man. But there ain't no way that he's gonna get around that, man. Like, it's a good thing, man, because if black people actually listen, which they don't, who won't listen to Donald Trump as a black man in this day and age, right? But if they would actually listen, man, that's the last, well, for the lunar cycle, that's the last Saturday Sabbath that we got, man, for the lunar cycle. You brothers keep the Saturday Sabbath, man, right? But from the Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, he said, keep the Sabbath day, man, right? And then a black man that posted it was like, this ain't the Lord's Sabbath day, right? You don't need to be keeping this. It's Sunday, the Sabbath day, right? And then our people still stuck in their following, right? Even though going into next week, man, we got the new moon on the Sunday, man. So from Friday sundown on Sunday sundown, we're gonna be in 2 Sabbaths back to back. It's gonna be a double Sabbath with the new moon, right? So it ain't wrong to be like, hey, keep the Sunday Sabbath coming up if you keep the lunar, man. But either way, man, you gotta know how to keep the Sabbath. You ain't teaching them, yeah, that's what you do, man. But the Lord is sick of their sins, man. Because what is they gonna do on that so-called May 15th Sabbath? If they not gonna go to work, if they not gonna buy and sell, man, if they not gonna cook and clean, man, right? If they not gonna do the things that they say not to do on the Sabbath, right? No, they all gonna be like, I got a job. And our people, they don't even realize what the Sabbath entitled, right? Our people don't realize that you're supposed to come around and Salakia, not be doing X, Y, and Z on the Sabbath, right? Going to Exodus, man. Going to Numbers. Going to Leviticus. Going to Deuteronomy, man. They tell you all about the Sabbath all throughout those. But our people, they be like, oh yeah, I don't gotta keep a Sabbath. I'm gonna do my thing. It's the Lord's Day is the Sabbath day. And and on our Lord's Day, we're gonna have Sunday dinner. We're gonna do this, that, and the third, man. They don't honor our Sabbath, man. Right? And not to keep on going off on a tangent, man, but the sins is multiplying to the heavens. Right? The Lord wants us to return to the Sabbath day, man. Turn our foot so that we do not pollute the Sabbath anymore. Right? Keep on going on that.
And God has remembered her iniquity.
And God remembering their iniquity. There's nothing that Donald J. Trump can do to reverse what America has done for the last 265 years. They saying that this year is the 250th year of America's reunion. The 1776 to this, that's America's 250 years. But America was more solid for 400 years. Even before it became America, man, it was a whole bunch of wickedness going on before America was established as a country, right? So we gotta understand, man, that it's a lot going on, man. Right? The Lord ain't gonna forgive them, right? Especially how Donald Trump and them operating over there in Israel right now, man. Right? When the Lord told us to go into the Holy Land, He told us to destroy none of the trees, don't destroy none that could put us to work, man, but destroy man, woman, and child out of it, every good thing. So when they came back to the video on this week, man, but when they go into the land, man, they bombing everything, and basically they just destroying everything, right? So keep on going on.
reward her even as she rewarded you.
So the Bible says reward her even as she rewarded you, right? So what's gonna happen is America's gonna get rewarded like they did to us, right? The way that they come in and operated when they came and they all brought us over here on slave ships, man. America is going to suffer a great captivity, pretty much, man. And it's going to be destroyed. Captivity ain't even the right word to use. A great destruction, because what they did to us is, judgment. That's the best word to use. What they did was they came to the west coast shores of Africa, man, and they riled us all up, man. They took our names from us. They took our identity from us, right? So we're gonna blot out America from the face of the earth. Well, not we, right? We're not incentivizing war and nothing like that, man. We're not pushing war, man. The Bible, the Lord, the Most High God, He's gonna destroy this place, man. He's gonna put it in the hearts of the Russians, the Ukrainians, well, not the Ukrainians right now, man. But He's gonna put it in their heart too, man. All the nations on the earth that's the allies with America, man, they're gonna turn their head against America, right? And then all the controversies or the opposite of allies, man, right? All the others, man, like the Chinese, the Russians, the Iranians, man, and the Venezuelans, all these other countries, man, they gonna come out too, man. Like they gonna be the ones that get it on, man. And then America, we on our last leg here in America. America not gonna see too many more days. What we gotta do to get right with to get out of this? Talking about the destruction of America, man. Right? But God is giving us a sign to come out of the ways of America. In Revelation 18, man. In Revelation 18, God said, come out of her ways. Man. What do it mean to come out of the ways of America? Right? Keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. That's how we come out of her, man. But our people, they love to do X, Y, and Z, man. Right? The busiest day right now is Saturday, man. Let's go. Let's go ride around because it's a nice day. Let's go. Let's go to the beach. Let's go have a drink. Let's go and do this, that, and the third. But on a Monday, Tuesday, we still in the house. We had to work all day, so we're not gonna do nothing. Right? Our people don't even know what rest is, man. Right? So we gotta come back and come out of America's ways. No more Christmas, no more Easter, no more Memorial Day, no more 4th of July, right? No more of them holidays. Come to the Lord's holidays, man. Come to the Lord's holy days, man. Right? Turn back to the Lord, right? And it all starts with getting into the laws of God, the first 5 books of Moses. Because if we was to keep the Lord's ways, man, the Lord find it pleasing when man keep his ways. The Lord is happy when man keep his ways. But our people would rather do their own thing, right? And not even talking about the wickedness that our people do that we learn from the white man, like laying with another man's wife, right? Like killing each other, right? Like worrying about a territory that don't even belong to you. This is all stuff that we didn't teach ourselves, right? We didn't teach ourselves to kill each other, because when it came down to black on black crime, man, the original gang, man, which was the Bloods and the Crips, if you want to really get into that, man, they was about policing their own, man. When you get into what the real crime, what real gang was, it was the Italian mob, man. Now in America, really, not even that, but when you think about gangsters, man, you think about the freaking mob, man. What was they doing? Killing each other, man. Right? I don't want to get too personal, man, but I had a training at my job this week, man. I was talking about the mob and how in my industry that I work in, man, we gotta watch out for them the most, man, because they still don't know the mob. and they might try and infiltrate where I work at, man, because of the industry I work in. I'm not trying to give too much information, but that's just how it works, right? And it was really the first gangsters. They would call themselves gangsters. They the original, right? They the original gangsters. They the OGs. Right, and they glorify it. They glorify for it. Oh, you look at it's the Sopranos and what was it? Godfather, right? They love those movies, man. Right? They even make it into a video game, man. Right? And then they glorify that. But when it comes to the Bloods and the Crips, man, oh yeah, they chipping up. That's what they like to call it nowadays. It's us chipping up, but if you look at a chip, they got thin lips, man, and pale skin. Just like the Neanderthals. The Neanderthals, which is the so-called, white man, right? They mixed their blood with the chips because they was vile and inhumane. Right, give me Hebrews 12 and 16, right? Because we gotta understand, man, these people they put this in the earth, right? When they say, "Come out of her my people, that you received out of her plagues, that you received out of the hantavirus, man. Come out of that gang violence, man." When they came to the Tommy guns, now you got the Dracos, right? And then you had the pistols, they had the pistols, right? Killing each other in cold blood, that's what they was doing, man. Right? The Italians, man. That ain't our people, man. Right? They was the original ones to have the white on white crime, man. And then that same culture, it originated with them. It didn't originate with us. Because then you started making movies about it, and then we started watching the movie. Ooh, you see how you use it? You see how they organize crime in it? Our people tried to get it down, man. Because now we give our underlings, not us, but they give the underlings, man, like crack and cocaine and go hit the block, right? Oh yeah, that's your territory. Don't let nobody come over here and go pistol, right? Oh, so somebody robbed you, now we got to go and run the block, spin a block over there, right? That is all mob culture, right? Because what would they do? They started town, and the other Italians, the movies across the way, they can't sell over here. This is I can't think of no mob. This is cold territory over here. Thinking of John Gotti. Right, John Gotti, and that's how they operated, right? The Soprano and all these other people. That's the Italian way, man. But then they say that it's black culture for black on black violence. The white on white violence or the black on black violence. Because during segregation, man, we was about loving our own. It took desegregation for the hate to be populated. It took desegregation for hate to be generated through the black community. Because what's that? Oh man, we want to go into their neighborhoods. We don't want to support our own no more, right? We don't want to build up wealth in our own neighborhood. We don't need black banks no more, man. Right? And then that really came from us establishing wealth, man, and then them bombing our cities, man, bombing our banks, bombing our schools. Right? This is what they did, right? And then all we knew is poverty after that. We didn't have nothing to lean or fall back on, man. Because they say we ain't got nothing, man, but they take everything that we got, so we can't have nothing. Right? What I have you get? Hebrews 12 and 16. Get that.
Hebrews 12 and 16.
Bring it out.
These there be any fornicator,
right,
or profane person.
Now it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person. I went into that because I was talking about how they sleep with each other's wives, man, and all this other stuff. Right? That I don't know what they call it, orgies or wife swapping, man. Black people don't do that stuff. If they do, man, they crazy as hell, man. But that wife swapping stuff came from the white man. It sounds like a kid crying. Oh, he might be in the car. But yeah, that wife swapping stuff, man, that wasn't from us, man. That still ain't from us, man. Like if you really go into it, man, you see it be them people that be promoting that stuff. Man. They be all about that, man. Right? And they be all for it. Right? and then they get a black wife, or a black man get a white wife, man, and then they start teaching it to our people, man. And then now y'all swapping and switching, man. I think I seen somewhere, man, that a white man and a white woman. Well, no, okay, somebody. It was a black and a black husband that had a white wife and a black wife that had a white husband, and they was doing that swapping thing, and then they ended up getting each other pregnant. Or he got her pregnant, man, and then they had a black kid, man. That's confusion, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that stuff, right? Because now you got, oh, well, I got to take care of his kid, man. And then guess what's probably going to happen down in the long run, man? That white man going to kill that black wife and that black baby, man, because I don't want to raise somebody else's seed. It's confusion, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that, man. Lest there be any profane person or fornicator as he saw. Because they came and they was bringing in that preaching. Wait, man. The Roman way, man. Right? They want to live as the Romans live, right? We don't think about the Roman Empire, right? As many times as I hear the so-called white man sitting up in the middle of the night just studying the Roman Empire, looking up the Roman Empire, sitting up watching videos on the Roman Empire. They so fascinated with the Roman Empire. Why is that? Because that was the profaneness of the profane, man. Next to right? They love that culture, right? Because that's what this is today. Rome reborn, right? This is just the Roman Empire born again, man. It went from the Roman Empire to the Byzantine Empire, which was Rome reborn, to American Empire, which is Rome Junior, right? This is just Rome Junior because what did Rome do? They took the ideas and the knowledge of other nations, man, and they brought it in as one, man. A bunch of confusion. And what did America do? They took this idea, this country, that country, and they brought it together, man. Right? And then what did that really come from? Like the Senate, that's from Rome. Right? Congress, that's Roman ideology. Right? And then every 4 years somebody changed seats. That's kind of a Roman practice too, man. If I'm not mistaken, it wasn't the Caesar, but I think it was the elected. They had officials. And they swapped every 4 years or something, right? So this is just they greatest empire so far that they reborn, that they brought back, right? So that's just
As Esau.
who?
As
So
Esau.
it says let's just be any profane person as Esau, right? Go ahead.
For one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
So one morsel of meat, he sold his birthright. They was willing to sell everything they had for one morsel of meat. Excuse me. For one morsel of meat. Some people we're gonna die for what we got. We won't sell everything we got for one morsel of meat. We need something. Right? Oh, I ain't about to do something crazy for $1, man. Right? That's what they were doing for that. They was going moving crazy. Right? They didn't care. They didn't, I didn't really care what was going on. Now they said it's just getting into the Israelite community. We doing the same things that they was doing. Pito! Right? So that's how they operate. That's how they move. Right? So let's go back to that Romans Revelation 18. You might have been at verse 5. Elder, go back to Matthew 24. I'm gonna tell you where to get it at Matthew 24. I want to get something. Verse 5? Yeah, just give me verse 5.
Revelations 18, verse 5.
Go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities.
I want verse 7, right? So God remembered her iniquities. Right? Go ahead.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
So the Bible says that this place is to be rewarded as they rewarded our forefathers. Right? They was killing our native and Hispanic forefathers. Man. They was hanging our people from trees. They was feeding our babies, alligators, man. Right? This is what they did when they brought us over here. And when they took the land, when the conquistadors took the land from the Hispanics, man. Right? They was killing the Hispanics, man. They was killing the Native Americans, man. We are the people of God. Right? But we don't realize that, man. Right? And if you watch my videos, I let a lot of people walk by when I'm in live camp, man. Right? If people want to hear what I got going on, they gotta really say something to me. I don't stop and interact and reach out and say, come hear the word. You got 5 minutes to hear the word, it ain't even worth it, really, man. I'm out here to get the blood off my hands, but you can really tell who want to hear the word and who don't want to hear the word. Right? I ain't got the time to be playing around and just trying to get something in one person's ear and not the other, taking a phone number down, and then I hit you up and you don't text me back, man. The dude from last week, he didn't even text me back. He said he came outside wanting to hear the word. He was like, yeah, but he was in the bus that was in Dallas with the crackhead. So you can't love God and man, either you go love the one and hate the other, man. So you really gotta understand, man. If you really want the word, man, if you really care about what the Bible say, man, if you really want to get closer to God, man, when you gonna reach out like the brother Tim here, man. He hit me up and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm curious about what you got, what you talking about with that word, man." He was fishing, and he said that to me. So it ain't about if I'm gonna stop you and tell you this, that, and the third, man. Then you gonna hear a word from this side and that side, man. The teacher's not gonna be removed from the corner anymore. I just wanted to clear that up, man, because there'd be a lot of people that be walking by you back in the day, man. I'd be like, come hear the word. Stop and hear the word, man. You got 5 minutes to hear the word? It's like I'm trying to show you something, man. But this ain't nothing for sale, man. If you care about the word, you can pull over. You can stop while I'm talking, man, and see what's going on, man. Right? Because it is what it is, man. Right? So let's go keep on going over here.
And double unto her double according to her work.
So it says double unto her double according to her work. Right? She done put all this work in, right? Killing our baby, using them as an alligator bait, man. Right? Killing our elders, man. Killing our like I know Martin Luther King. I believe that he was a what was he? Edomite, man, because his grandfather was an Edomite, man. But Malcolm X, man, Martin Luther King, man, they started to have some impact on the community, man, and they killed him, man. Right? And then if you have any impact on the black community that's positive, man, they're gonna try and take you out. Or they're gonna give you enough money to convince you to do otherwise. Right. They'll see at first they'll see, oh, can we buy this dude with money? Oh, money ain't gonna work, kill him. Right? But really what they be trying to do is obviously they be trying to avoid giving you money too, man. They'll go with, let's see what his vice, what he like. And then when they come to these nations that be coming around to people who got higher up authority in this world, man, right? Or when our people come up, man, they start getting known and they got a positive impact on the world. It's like, what's his vice? What do we like? How can we destroy this man? Okay, and then they'll search and they'll get into your computer history, right? They'll get into what you like the most. They'll be like, oh, we gotta find out what this man got going on. And they'll do the research for months, maybe even years. And then if they see you not valuable, then they'll be like, all right, man, maybe we should try just money. Let's just try flat out money. Hey, man, I got a contract you can sign, but you can't do this no more, right? And you could be rich beyond belief. What did they do with Christ? What did Satan do with Christ, man? He took him up in the mountain, man. He was like, oh, this could be yours, man. Just forsake your God and follow me. Christ was like, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Right? And that's how we gotta be, man. Because they're gonna try and tempt you, man. They want us to partake in their sin. And then sometimes they be like, yeah, man, you can wear your garments, you can wear the outfits, man. Like I done seen This was years back, maybe even last year or something like that. But I seen a brother out here, man. Fringes on his garment, here in the block teaching. And this dude, man, when he was teaching, that's okay to eat pork. It's okay to sin, man. Right? It's okay to essentially do whatever you want, man. As long as you got the garments on, you're fine. That's the type of thing that they be trying to push in the world, man. And then they be putting angels out here like that, man. That think, oh yeah, man, you don't have to follow God. What we do is we follow God. We keep His commandments. We forsake the world and the pleasures of the world. Because if you love the world and the things that are in there, you're an enemy with God. God calls you an enemy if you don't follow His ways. Right? You ain't a part of God's sheep if you love the world too much, man. Come back to the Lord, man. That's what we gotta do. Because when it comes down to it, man, this place ain't got too much time, man. You see in the last days in our basement, you know what?
In the cup which she had filled to her double.
So hey, man, they got us all drunk off the wine. And not us, but us as a people, we drunk off the wine. Right? Because a lot of our people believe, oh yeah, man, this is what you're supposed to do. If you have more than one wife, you're going off, so on and so forth, man. Right? They drunk off the wine, man. Because even they people, man, the white man, they can't even live up to their own standards, man. They the worst criminals in the world, man. And then they say, oh, blacks is the most violent, man. When you look at the rate of violent crimes, man, nah, the most violent is so-called white folks. Right? If you look at who do cruelty to animals the most, man? Look at that number, man. If you look at cruelty to children, look at that number most, man. Look at who rape children and rape people the most. Look up that number, man. Right? When you look at violent offenders, you'll see that we only got about 38% of the population, as opposed to them, they got about 60%. Right? So they the most violent offenders, but when it comes to murder, yeah, we got the most murder. But if you go into familicide, who kill they wife, their children, and the dog, man, and then they kill themselves, they got a staggering rate of familicide, man, at 82% or something like that, man. Look it up. Right? Don't follow my words, but when it's known for them to take off and kill the whole bloodline, man, they at the highest. And then a black man might do it at a measly 2%, man, or maybe a 6 or 7% rate. But we make up 13% of the population. We do half of that. No, we do 7% of that, man. And these numbers that I'm coming off the top of my head might be wrong, man. So it might be less, it might be a little bit more, but I know theirs is in between the 70th percentile and the 80th percentile. And then for them that don't kill themselves, but then they kill their wife, children, and dog and all that, man, it's still a high rate for that, man. I don't know the terminology for that, but they do that at the highest rate too, man. And it's a staggering rate. Right. Famous people do that, man. Chris Benoit took out his wife and him, man. I don't know if he had kids or anything. He killed his kids too. And that was just a roid rage, man. He didn't have nothing that drove him to do that, man. He was just off the roids, man. And then you hear about stories like that all the time. But then that don't make national coverage. Sometimes, man, right? It be the women do it too, man. They'll go about and they'll try, and these people, man, they'll try and plant a gun and then kill themselves and then be like, oh yeah, somebody else did it, man. Right? It was somebody else. It was obviously a murder, man. And then they do the forensics and everything, and then they figure out, oh yeah, it was actually the wife. It was actually the husband. And he just went on a rampage. Right? It's crazy how much they do it, man. But they send Risa to heaven. Right? We don't want to be a part of that. right? We are not mostly a part of that, man. Right? We don't even need to be really killing each other at the rate in which we kill each other. We need to come out of that ideology, come out of that mindset. Right? Keep on going.
How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously.
So she glorifying herself. Man. America thinks they the greatest, they the best. There ain't nobody better than America. Right? But actually, they the worst. Right? That's why the Lord is sending his plague. Right? Hold that. Give me this Matthew 24:7. Hold on. Right? So go ahead, Matthew 24:7.
Matthew 24:7.
Uh-huh.
For nation shall rise against nation,
Uh-huh.
and kingdoms against kingdoms,
Uh-huh.
and there shall be famine,
Uh-huh.
pestilence,
Uh-huh.
and earthquakes in divided places.
So it's happening all throughout the world. We see it. And this, if you go up to verse like 3 or 4, this is going to say, what shall be the time of thy coming? And when is the end? This is what the end is looking like, man. Pestilences, that goes into like rodents and stuff, man, but that also goes into sicknesses too, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, man. But it's really going into that, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's hantavirus, man. That's a pestilence, man. It's just sick the earth. And then who's going to return that back to the Lord, man? Right? Who's going to be able to say, oh, God, this ain't what we want. We don't want the hantavirus. They're going to think that they can get an antivirus or a vaccine going, man. And they ain't going to be able to stop it. And if it ain't this one, it's going to be the next one. And if let's just say, oh yeah, the hantavirus is not going to be no big thing. It's going to be a big thing that's going to hit this place. But I believe that it's going to be the one. Like COVID, I believe COVID was the one. I believe that, oh man, we're about to be out of here. When you hear of hantavirus and COVID, right, you be like, oh man, it's almost that time. Man. If you don't hear about deadly viruses hitting the earth and think that the Lord is about to come, that Christ ain't on his way back, man, you out your mind. Because if you read the Bible, Christ said that this going to happen before he comes. Right. When Christ comes, it's going to be sicknesses in the earth. When Christ comes, it's going to be earthquakes in diverse places, man. Right. If you look up the earthquakes that happened probably in the last year, you're probably going to see a map with at least maybe 100 different or diverse places, right? And then the earthquakes that's happening, yeah, it usually be earthquakes that's happening, right? But these earthquakes is no less than 5.7 magnitude, 5.5 magnitude. Maybe it might be a 3.5 here or 4.2 magnitude. But I remember back in the 90s, man, when you hear about stuff in Cali, man, you'll hear about a 5.7 like every once in a while, man. And those is devastating, man. 7 point. Right, and then the 7 point ones, those are the worst. But usually it'd be like a 2 or a 3, man, at most. So to hear these over and over and over again, time after time after time, man, that's the Lord, man. Right? That's the Most High. Right? And that's sign that Christ, the Son, is on the way, man. Right? Because this is the time of the coming, man. Right. So when we hear hantavirus, we should be thanking the Most High, man. Hoping that we don't catch it. But if we do, oh well, man. It's our time to go. But we should receive of her plagues because we came out of America. We come out of the way. That's how you protect yourself from hantavirus. Keep the law, statutes, commandments of God, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a strain of pork that people is eating, like maybe some bacon. Everybody loves the bacon, man. And then you eat the right piece of bacon, and right? And, oh man, I'm hot. I got the sweats, right? I got a headache. I got the runs, right? And now I'm gone, right? That's why the Lord told us not to eat that, right? That's why the Lord told us to stay away from that stuff, man. And if we get spread to something like chicken or something like that, oh well, man. The Lord gonna do what he do, how he do it, man. Because the Lord want to protect his saints too. He'll take out the righteous and good time. Give me Isaiah 57:1. Right? The Lord will protect his saints. Even though you shouldn't have to catch something deadly like a Hansa virus or something like that. The Lord might take us out with it just to protect us from evil to come. Right? Go ahead. Give me this.
Isaiah 57:1.
Bring it out.
The righteous perish.
Right? It says the righteous perish or the righteous die. Right? If you go into a different version of that, it might mostly say something like that. If I'm not mistaken, that do go into like being sick and stuff. Right? Go ahead.
And no man lays it to heart.
And no man thinks that, oh man, a righteous man just died. What happened that this righteous man just died? Right? Especially in this day and age, if they say Israelite dying, man, they might not think about what's going on with them. Right? So they might not think why a righteous man died. They might think, yeah, that wicked ass Israelite just died. They think we wicked, man, because we keep God's commandments. What kind of craziness is that, man? They think, oh, you can't keep God's commandments. See, look, you died. Look, you died because you wanted to keep God's commandments. That's crazy. They don't even realize that the Lord might be taking a righteous man out, and they don't think about all that. It's the Lord doing it. Even every time somebody dies, it's the Lord doing it. Whether you righteous or you wicked. Right? But a righteous man perish, man. Right? Go ahead.
And merciful men are taken away.
And then merciful men are taken away. They got mercy. They like, oh man, let me spare this dude, even though he deserves to die. I don't want to do this to my brother. Or let me help somebody out. Let me have mercy on somebody. Right? This is merciful men. They taken away. They died, man. Go ahead.
And none are considering that the righteous is taken away.
Right?
From the evil to come.
So the righteous get taken away from the evil to come. So the Lord might kill a righteous man because it's evil on the way. So if you see righteous men dying in these days, man, it's all because in time that we living in now. The Lord about to send thermonuclear missiles, man. Right? Or it could be somebody trying to slime out a righteous man. Because, oh yeah, I want to take that man out because God bless him, man. So the Lord might protect somebody and be like, yeah, let's go. We're going to take you off the church before somebody takes you the wrong way. So the Lord not going to suffer the righteous suffer. He's not going to let us go through hardship and pain. We're going to go through hardship. We're going to go through pain. But the Lord not going to make it much more than what we can bear.
Right.
The Lord wants us to go through things, man, but in righteousness. So if the Lord take us out, man, it's all because the Lord just did it, right? He don't want us to go through the plagues that's coming to America. And that's what we're about to see when America get bombed and burned up with Russia and China and all these other countries that's allying against against America, man, we see it, right? We know what's happening, man. When the Lord starts sending the missiles, man, he's gonna start scooping up his servants, man. Like, oh, I got you, man. Right? He even gonna take some of the unrighteous Israelites, man, and do so that we can go in the wilderness the second time, man. And we get dealt with by Christ directly, man. We're gonna see brothers that we like, how did this brother make it? I know that brother was an adulterer. And this brother, man, how he make it? He ain't keep the commandments at all. And the Lord, he's gonna spare a lot of us. Right? And then when it comes time to it, man, hey, we're gonna meet him in the wilderness. And then Christ's gonna be like, hey, depart from me, worker of iniquity. Right? That's what the Bible says. Christ don't just say, well done, my good and faithful servant. He says, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. When you think Christ's gonna say that? In the wilderness. In the second wilderness, Christ's gonna be like, hey, let's divide these people from those people, man. Right? And then for brothers to think, I don't want to get on nobody, man, but for brothers to think that Esau gonna make it, man, it's crazy. Esau not gonna make it. They the worst of the worst. Man. They the violence of the violence. And then they thinking, oh yeah, Esau works gonna get him in the kingdom. They have no place of repentance. The women and children, or the widows and the fatherless child, those are the only ones that's gonna make it. That's what the Bible says. I'm sick and tired of seeing brothers say that. Like, it was on Facebook this weekend. Hey, if you watch my video and you see this, oh well, right? Even though I don't speak the Lashua Kodash anymore because of this specific camp, man, right? They said, would you rather be an atheist black or a believing white man? A believing white man not gonna make it. There's no way. Because in Jeremiah 49, let's get it. Jeremiah 49 and 9. There's no way around it. And brother went into they said it was Romans 8 and 12. But Paul do not supersede the words of God. Yes. And these same brothers that was talking this way, man, right? These same brothers that was talking this way, they was just to say that Paul ain't got no authority. These brothers, now they just switched their mind again, man. And now they say, oh, what about Romans 8? But this is Paul right here, man. And I'm not saying that Paul is invalid at all, but we can't go and say Paul supersedes Jeremiah, right? Get that. 49 and 9. Hold on. It's gonna be widow. Yeah. Wherever you at, great gatherers come to thee by night. Yeah, get that. 49 and 9. 49 and 9. Go ahead. We're gonna go down to like 11. Keep on going. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 49 and 9.
Yeah.
If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes?
Right? So when they came to us, they came and they pillaged everything, man. They took everything. Right? Go ahead.
If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough.
Right? And the thieves, they come and steal, man. They're gonna steal what they need, man, and then they're gonna get out of it. But Esau don't operate like that. They keep on stealing. They keep on pillaging, man. Right? Go ahead.
But I have made Esau bare.
Right?
I have uncovered his secret place.
Right? The Lord has made their place bare. Man. The Lord made Esau where they ain't even inhabiting their land no more. Right? Go ahead.
And he shall not be able to hide himself.
And he can't hide himself in the day. The Lord going to do this thing so filthy, man. Right? The Lord going to do Edom dirty, man. Right? Go ahead.
His seed is spoiled,
right?
And his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
Right? His seed is spoiled, his brethren, and he is not. Give me Obadiah verse 18. Right? Because the Lord don't deal with them according to the scripture. Right? He's going to spoil them. He's going to spoil his seed, his children, and his brethren, and his uncles, the nephews, all of them, man. That their father is actively in their life, man. He's going to deal with them, man. The Lord say that, right? Keep on going.
Leave thy fatherless child.
Right?
I will preserve them alive.
Right? And the widows and this is the fatherless child. We're gonna preserve them. We're gonna keep them alive. Don't say the father. This don't say the child. Right? This don't say the uncle and the nephew. Right? This don't say anybody. This say the fatherless child. Right? Go ahead.
And let thy widows trust in me.
And it says, let his widow. It don't say nothing about the men. It says, let his widow trust in him. So this is talking about the widows and the fatherless children. That's why I always say this. No Edomite is going to be able to be preserved. We ain't going to see the believing Israelite and our Edomite make it into the kingdom. Now, you might see some white men that will be white men, but they forefathers down the line was a black man. and they could be the children of Israel, man. And that's going to be the confusion of faces. We can't get around that, man. It ain't about getting color, but it's about the Father, man. We're going to see some black people be destroyed because their father was, or their grandfather, or their great grandfather was the Edomite. But when it comes down to it, man, there's no way that you could take Paul and negate what the word of the Lord said. Man. No prophecy of the Lord shall come back void. Right? If it came out the Lord's mouth, man, and if you start in Jeremiah 49, verse 1, man, it says, thus saith the Lord. Is Jeremiah not speaking, thus saith the Lord here, man? This is the Lord speaking, man. This ain't Jeremiah words. Right? This ain't just some random person saying, oh yeah, so honest. Right? This is the word of the Lord. This is the who speaking. Right? So we got to understand, man, it ain't nothing that they can do about it. You can't return the words of the Lord back to him, man. Right? You can't be like, oh, nah, Christ came, so it's different. That ain't what it is, man. Christ did not come to abolish the law, right? Nor the prophets. He came to fulfill. So if you're thinking that Paul gave a shot for the Edomite man, now if you say, oh yeah, this Edomite child is gonna make it, man, because he believes. Okay. Oh, I wouldn't even say if the Edomite child who don't believe make it is okay, because they don't believe it don't matter, right? The other nations, they salvation do not rely on their belief or unbelief. You're gonna see people who don't even know about God or don't know about Jesus come into the kingdom of heaven, because they not gonna be like us in the kingdom of heaven. But they ain't gonna have not a single belief. They probably gonna be atheists, right? And it's just because of how it works. It takes the faith and the keeping of the commandments for the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, for the Israelites to be saved. But the other nations, man, they could be preserved off of just nothing. And it might seem, oh, that's wrong, I don't like that. But we're gonna be the ruling class. We're gonna be the ones teaching the nation. Right? They're gonna learn from us. So when it comes down to it, yeah, they don't have to keep the law, the statute. Now, if they want to, hey, do what you gonna do, man. But in this land, there ain't nothing that can save you. When the Lord sent his missiles to America, man, when Russia, Ukraine, or not Ukraine, Russia, China, and all these other countries start sending missiles to this country, man, ain't nothing gonna be able to stop it. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, we got the iron wall, we got the greatest defense system in America. America is extinguishing their resources. They're getting rid of all their defense systems, man, because they're giving it to Israel. Right, in Israel, they running out of stuff too.
It was 500 and they soldiers died.
See, I was about to say that Israel might not even be able to use nothing against us because Israel is about to be done for.
Lord, I mean us, I mean America.
Right, no, but I'm saying like against America, they won't be able to do nothing. They're about to be brought down. Israel, man, in the time that it's time for them to get for the world, America to be done with, man, I think Israel gonna be brought to nothing. They're gonna be brought to little to nothing. Because they doing their dirt over there, man. They trying to create the greater state of Israel, man. They created the lesser state of Israel. They was creating something that's going to diminish and never going to be anymore, man. Because when it comes to the kingdom, it's going to be Israel, man. We're going to be in there and we're going to be great. It's the day of Jezreel, man. Great shall be the day when we in the kingdom, man. We're going to be like, oh, we're going to be like, greatest. When you see Christ that side, man, you're gonna know like, oh man, it's time. Right? The people in these nations, man, they ain't gonna have nothing to do. Man. They ain't gonna have no chance when Christ come back. Right? With that happy get, Elder. Keep on going. Verse 18. Keep on going here. What verse you at? Okay, good. Read this over here.
Obadiah 1.
18. Actually, give me verse 15.
For the day of the Lord is near.
Right, and say the day of the Most High is near. Right, go ahead.
upon all the heathen.
Let's say the Lord, day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. Nobody gonna escape the smoke of the Most High. When the Most High sends his arrows, man, no man gonna be able to reverse it. Right? So you better get right with the Lord now, because when the Lord's judgment comes, that's gonna be it. Ain't no repaying when the Lord sends his arrows, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
As it is done, it shall be done unto thee.
Like I say in Revelation, man, the covenant he had given unto you, give it to her double. As they have done it to you, do unto them double. They say, read that part again, Elder.
And as it is done, it shall be done unto thee.
So as they did, it shall be done unto them. So like, second, it might be back, first Maccabees 2:10, I think it is. It says, what nation has not had part in her plagues or whatever. Like, so all nations got a hand in us going into slavery, man. All nations got us in slavery. We gonna get all nations in our captivity.
Right.
Right, and yeah, I see how it's after 1,000 years, some nations not gonna be in captivity, some nations gonna be allowed to commingle and stuff. Won't be having relationships with them and all like that, because God don't like mingling. But it's gonna be okay. They're gonna be able to walk in peace. But some nations they're gonna be in anguish for a while. And then it's gonna be a time where everybody gonna know the ways of the Lord, man. It's gonna take a while for everybody to get there. Right? But the Lord, he gonna send his message. Go ahead.
And the reward shall return upon thee own head.
Right, and they reward will return upon their own head. When they give it out, they gonna get it right back, man. Right? These nations like to put us in captivity, they gonna work. Right? They like to make us work from sun up to sundown, right? They like to charge for rent, they like to charge for electricity, they like to charge for water, man. They gonna have to suffer that same thing, man. But we're gonna be like, yeah, you ain't gotta pay for this, but in order to dwell here, we gotta have you pay to the children, to the Israelites. And it's ultimately always gonna be that way. We always gonna ask for a percentage. It's always, and children of Israel had to give shekels to the priest. We're gonna have the heathen give it to us. Right. Right, go ahead.
For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathens drink continually.
So it says, so they drink from the holy mountain, the heathen gonna drink it up. So as they destroyed us, how they did us, how they killed us, and raped us, and robbed us, and pillaged us, the heathen gonna do that too. They gonna destroy them. They're not really gonna rape and rob them and pillage them, but they gonna go boom, 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 to all the missiles to them. All right, go ahead.
Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be thought as they had not been.
So they're going to throw this place down when the Lord decides to send his plagues to this place, right? America ain't got too much time. America going to be destroyed in 1 hour, like it's saying Revelation 18:9 or 18:10, right? America ain't going to have no chances. Don't say America, say Babylon the Great, right? But Babylon is America in modern day, man, right? So we're going to see this place go, man. When the Lord get ready to send us down, man, it's going to be it, man. Right, go ahead. Verse 18. Oh, wait. Without verse. I want to go to 17. 17.
From the mountain of Zion shall be delivered.
Right, but from the mountain of Zion, or for the children of Israel, it's going to be deliverance. We're going to be delivered. Right, go ahead.
And there shall be houses, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
So it says the house of Jacob shall possess the possessions of them. We're going to get it, man. We're going to take everything that they gave to us. Or we're going to take everything that they have for paying, man. Right. We're going to start going to country to country. We're going to be like, oh, I like this gold, or like this, or like that, or like all that, man. And we're going to be like, oh, you got to bow down or lay down, man. You going to serve us? Bow down, man. Oh, you don't want to bow down? We're going to kill you.
We're going to pull down trouble.
Right. We're going to make sure they give us everything they got. And if you don't give us what you got, we're going to take it. The children of Israel, it's going to be bad. Right? It ain't going to be good. when we first get into power, man, we going with a hey, they ain't gonna destroy the world with no thermonuclear missiles or nothing like that. And we gonna go and we gonna start slicing people down. Your guns ain't gonna be able to protect you because the world gonna give us a better body. We gonna be Raleigh built, like it said in 1 Corinthians 15, right? We're gonna be them guys and the women and children gonna be children, man. We're gonna be men. We ain't gonna send no women to war. Because that's the proper order.
Right.
Right? We're gonna be dealing with these nations. And hey, man, it might be the case. I don't really know, but it might be the case where a man see a female woman and he take her and he's like, look, you're gonna come to me. You're gonna be my handmaid, or you're gonna be my woman. You gotta shave your head for 30 days, cut your nails off, and more your family. But you don't deal with me. Like that might be how it is. I don't know if the Lord will allow that in the kingdom, man. But hey, man, either way, we gonna deal with it accordingly. Right? Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
Right?
And the house of Joseph a flame.
Right? So it's gonna be burned up. Man. We're gonna go and we're gonna destroy it. Right? Killing off a lot of stuff. Right? Go ahead.
And the house of Esau is stubble.
And the house of Esau is gonna be nothing in this, man. Stubble like the rocks and the crevices over here. That's how we're gonna see it so far right now. Stubble. Right? Go ahead.
They shall kill and devour them.
Devour them. There will be no more than Edomite men. If you thinking that this is going to come back to the Lord, boy, and the Lord told Obadiah to say this, man, there ain't going to be no more of them, man. Go ahead.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of
They
Esau.
said there ain't going to be no more remaining of the house of Esau. You give me John
For
7.
the Lord has spoken.
For the Most High Yahweh, or the Most High Yahweh spoke, right? And I'm going to get this real quick. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 5. That says, plagues are sent unto you. And what is he that may drive them away?
Right.
So when we see things like the hantavirus, all this stuff, who's going to return or reverse the hantavirus? Or whatever the next thing is. Because if it ain't the hantavirus, it's going to be something else. Guaranteed. You can hear first. If it ain't the hantavirus, it will be something else that start killing a lot of people. Because the Revelation also, it says their dead bodies shall lie in the streets, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. That's this place.
Right.
America's gonna have bodies filled up and they're gonna just lie in the streets. You know what that is? That's a deadly virus, man. Right. That's gonna have people just in the streets. We can't clean up the bodies because there's too many of them. And if it ain't a plague, it's gonna be the thermonuclear.
Right.
Right? But either way, man, it's still gonna be a plague that gets sent forth in the earth.
Right.
And then if it don't affect America, it's gonna affect something else. And I really don't believe it's gonna affect America that bad. Because the next country, other countries, they're gonna suffer. America's gonna see a big judgment. But plagues don't mean it's judgment. Plagues was sent to Egypt before they was judged. Right? The most high ultimate judgment was when he killed off a lot of firstborn sons. And then the people was let go. Right? So what the Lord gonna do? Going to listen. And then, boom, we're gonna destroy this place. And then, boom, we're gonna be lifted up out of this place. We're gonna be brought into the wilderness a second time. Just as in the days of Egypt, it's gonna be like when America get brought out. When we get brought out of America, we're gonna be brought to that wilderness again, man. And then it's gonna be people who, I don't want to keep on being in this desert for this long, and nagging and being like Christ, man. I don't want to listen to this. But that's how black people live. That's how Hispanic people live. That's how Native people live. They don't care. But when it comes to our Lord, He ain't gonna accept that. It's gonna be boom. You don't want to hear that. What? Yeah. And that's what it's talking about in Exodus 20. Talking about the rebels. Right? So let's get this John 17:17. Let's end it.
John 17, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Sanctify them through thy truth.
What it say? Sanctify them through thy truth. What else?
Thy word is true.
One more time.
Thy
Thy
word
word
is
is true.
true.
So with that, I want to say shalom. Yahuwah Hashem Yeshua, Barak Atah, right? Summons.
Buona swallow.
Get out of here.
Yeah, man. I heard about